Greetings of the day. My name is Lakshman Jajodia, Assistant Professor, Department of Advanced Management Studies, GS College of Commerce, Vadodara. Today we are going to start with the finance specialization subject, Project Appraisal and Finance. Usually, some way or other, we are known to these three terms, that is Project Appraisal and Finance. Today we are going to discuss in aggregate what is Project Appraisal and Finance. Whenever a business, a company starts a new venture or a project, they need the finance for it. And for that purpose, how they are going to arrange the finance, why they are going to choose that particular means would be discussed in this subject in detail. Your syllabus is distributed according to university parameters into 5 modules, and in that first module we have first unit, long-term investment decision. In the last semesters we have discussed what is long-term, short-term or medium-term investment. We will just have a quick revision of what is long-term. Anything or any investment which we make with the intent for more than 5 years can be classified under the term of long-term investment. Whenever a company needs to have the investment for more than 5 years, it can be in plant and machinery, it can be in any kind of project that would be classified under the term of long-term investment decision. In this unit, we will discuss about the 3 key terms, that is risk, certainty and uncertainty. First, we will discuss about risk. One way or other we use this word or we use the sense of this word or meaning of this word in our day-to-day life. We said that there is risk in driving harshly our vehicle. But we are having to discuss in this particular video what the risk a project or a long-term investment can have. So we can say that risk is the chance that the actual outcome from an investment from the perspective of a company differs with the expected outcome. For example, if a company has invested a sum of rupees for a particular project so that they have an estimated or expected output or profit of rupees 10 lakh in particularly 1 month from that particular project, but they are not able to get it. They receive for say 50% of that profit, that is 5 lakh rupees. That can be a risk, because what output company has expected, it has expected 10 lakhs profit. What they have get from that particular project, only 5 lakh rupees. So there is a risk. Everywhere there is a risk, because risk refers to the variation in the forecast. If we have to forecast something, there is variation. There can be the outcome which may be in our favor or which may not be in our favor. Same thing happens when we make capital budgeting decisions. Capital budgeting decisions means those decisions which would result in the capital expenditure. It can be purchase of machine, it can be supplying funds or financing a project. So, with that particular reference, capital budgeting differs from company to company, from project to project. Therefore, each project carries a certain amount of risk, whether the factors are known or unknown. So, with reference to capital budgeting decisions, risk refers to the variations in the actual return from a project with respect to its economic life. Suppose that there is some kind of deviation in the return, as we have estimated that a particular project would in its economic life will give us an average return of 10%. But if there is a deviation, suppose that project fails to give that return and it only generates 4% return, that is what the risk is. It may be due to various things. as I have discussed earlier, there are three key terms which we need to understand. First was risk, which we have discussed. Second is certainty. Certainty means something which is known to us, which we are having in our knowledge. But when we speak of uncertainty, it means that the factor is completely unknown to us. We don't know anything about it. But there are various ways or various techniques by which we can reduce this uncertainty. Remember one thing, we cannot eliminate risk or uncertainty. I have said earlier in the video, we cannot eliminate the risk factor from any project. We would have risk in every project, in every kind of thing. We can just reduce it. So what can be the parameters by which we can reduce this thing? For example, if your management, if your employees are having certain kind of knowledge, they can reduce the risk, they can reduce the uncertainties. But if they don't have, there is great chance of risk and there is great chance of non-eliminating the uncertainty factors. Due to this, we need to tackle the problem, we need to have experienced employees. Because they can help us in reducing the risk, they can help us in formulating the proper techniques or formulating the proper ways by which we can reduce uncertainty. Uncertainty can be also reduced. It can be reduced by taking historical information about the projects. By it we can reduce our uncertainties. That is what the risk and uncertainty is. Speaking about the project risk, it involves two concepts. The first concept is the likelihood that some problematic event can occur. It might be possible that an event may occur or may not occur, or it will occur definitely. That can be one likelihood. That is the first concept. And second concept would be the impact of the event if it does occur. Suppose that we can take an example from present situation. Suppose during this epidemic of COVID-19, a pharmaceutical company is able to make a vaccination for it. So, it could have positive outcome. But if it fails, there would be a problematic event in the company. It may face certain things because the amount of funds or finance invested in that particular research would go in vain. So how that particular failure will impact, it would impact the financials of the company. It would add to the expenditure and company has again to start. That is why what we have said, key project risk involves two concepts. First one, likelihood of having that problematic event and the impact of the event if it does occur. Suppose that an event has occurred, how can it impact us? What could be the areas where it is going to impact us? Now, we will start with types of decision situations in capital budgeting. We have discussed just a minute before, there are three kinds of situations: certainty, uncertainty and risk. Certainty means what? We are knowing each and every factor and therefore there involves no or very negligible risk. I would say definitely no risk because we are knowing to the factor that these things are going to happen in this way. It means that whatever the thing with respect to project, with respect to capital budgeting decision, whatever the return we have expected, we will receive that return in actual part also. That is what certainty is. Second thing is uncertainty. Uncertainty, we always say the future is uncertain. Why we say it? Because we don't know what the future is. We cannot have guessing about it. That is what uncertainty is. Uncertainty is the decision situation in which the probabilities are not known. We are not knowing what can happen or what may going to be happen in the future. That is what uncertainty is. But the risk is different from uncertainty. The risk exists only when a decision maker is in the position to assign probability to various outcomes. For example, we can again take the example of COVID-19. If suppose you will not get yourself in the guidelines which are provided timely by the government, there is a risk. We all know that what is that risk? The risk of infection, the risk of getting infected. If we are not following the guidelines, if we are not wearing the mask, if we are not maintaining the social distances, which has been asked, that is what risk is. Taking same example for uncertainty. We don't know whether in future when is this epidemic is going to end or when it is going to curb, when any vaccination can be available. That is uncertainty. Certainty. If we follow the guidelines, we definitely would be non-infected. And if we not follow, definitely we get infected. That is what the certainty, uncertainty and the risk. Certainty, we are knowing about the things. There is with respect to project, there is an estimation of the return and we are getting that return. That is what certainty. Uncertainty, we are not knowing about any kind of probabilities. We are not known to anything. Risk, we are having known what are various outcome and we can assign the probabilities. How much is their probability to outcome A can be there, outcome B can be there, outcome C can be there. But this risk can be only calculated when there is an historical data available with us. If we don't have historical data, again it becomes uncertain. In the next lecture, we will discuss about sources of risk and types of risk. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.